So I want to read a quote that is that is supposedly yours. And you'll say, yes, I said it, no, I didn't. Tear that up, go on to something else. But it says, I always thought that when I got to be an adult, tragedies wouldn't happen. Being a grown-up caught me by surprise because inside I still feel 16.
I find it's actually been in the last year that I've, I went through a lot of stuff in my 20s that was loss. I went through lots of heavy things, people dying, illnesses, a lot of things. And I really thought that as you get older, things get just better, smoother. Mm-hmm. And I think that it was the concept that I was taught as a child, too. So it's just been startling me lately that being an adult is nothing like I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
And I'm constantly being startled by it because there's a big part of me that just feels so young. Like I don't put it together sometimes that this young feeling goes with this life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Like whose house am I living in,
Yeah. And when are they coming home?
And when are they coming home? Yeah. What's the deal? So that's kind of what I mean by that, I think.
And you have been through a lot of loss.
Yeah.
A lot of loss. Lost your baby, what was amazing, one of the amazing things was the reaction of the country to your loss. And I want to ask you, you get a lot of support from folks.
Unbelievable. I was amazed at how sympathetic and compassionate people were. And it really helped us through it because it was just one of those startlingly grown-up things to have happen. And it's it's still an incredibly startling thing.
Yeah. So I just was quite moved. I don't know why. I forget that the people who watch us and care about us sort of do care about us.
They do. And they feel, I guess because so familiar with us, even though we're not as familiar with them, it just strikes a chord when we go through something.
When you were so open as to talk about it, did you find that people were saying, how do you get past this? How do you go beyond this? Because, it's not just the children that you lost. You lost your mom and your dad. That's a lot to carry around. That's a lot to carry around. And do you ever get to the point where you can grieve for you with that loss? I don't know if that's the right way to put the question.
Well, I think the grieving process, which is what I've been learning about this year, because, it's funny, when you go through any kind of loss, all the other ones come up to meet you once again.
Right.
So this year for me has been about a lot of unresolved loss.
Right.
And I think the way you deal with anything like that, or for myself, is I look for the healing. Mm-hmm. There's always a healing.
Right.
I always feel that somewhere there's a divine meaning for things, some sort of higher order, and so far I've been able to find the blessings in every loss I've ever had in my life.
Right.
And that blessing may even be as simple as helping somebody else out when they go through the same thing.
Right.
Or it's just the path, it's like some of us have these paths of incredible highs and, just horrendous lows.
Yeah.
That seems to be mine. You're a person, too, that has gone through incredible highs and enormous lows and had to do a lot of that in front of a lot of people. So, I think you have a choice about how you're going to deal with that. It's like, well, I'm either going to, keep my little lessons to myself or you're going to share your lessons so that someone else can benefit. And I think through that, that's one of the ways you get through it.
Yeah.
By being of service, sort of. You know about being of service, Whoopi.
Well, but
you are one being of service kind of gal.
I'm a service kind of
woman. You are.
I
saw you on TV last night on talking about the kids.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really great.
Well, I just think that part of us as human beings is, part of our job is to be there with a hand, whether you recognize the hand or not, so that none of us really do feel like we're alone. Because I believe in this great being. I do, I don't believe in organized religion, but I believe in this great being that has one central rap for us, and that's you do unto others as you would like them to do unto you. So that's how I believe, and that's what I try to do, and I'm sure that's what you're doing. And how's your old man?
Oh, he's doing real good.
His name is Jack.
His name is Jack.
Hi, Jack.
He said to say hi to you.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Jack he wanted to come today. He had to go work, but he's doing real good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing really good.
Excellent, excellent. You gonna get married?
Yeah, I think we are. We actually, we've been talking more and more about that. We feel like we are married.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of like the logistics of, his parents, my family.
Oh,
You know, that sort
yeah.
of stuff, getting everybody together, and we will. There's not a big rush about that.
No. I asked that because we're living in, the current time of family values.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I always wonder whether the family that is together, where the husband beats the wife and the kids, but they're married,
Yeah.
is more equal to family values than the people who are together because they love each other.
Right. Well, I tell you, I grew up in that, we all did. We're children of the 50s that grew up with lots of family values.
Right.
And I tell you, for me, everybody my age is trying to undo those family values that they learned and put those ghosts to rest,
Honey.
So, I don't know, I think the family value idea needs a revamping. And
Well, how many Donna Reeds are there?
yeah, I don't know any.
There was Donna Reed. There wasn't that many. There was Donna Reed. Who else?
And they were all addicted to
And
Valium.
that's right. That's right, drinking. You know that's what she was doing in the bathroom, honey. Talking about, yes, honey, I'll be right there. Yes, I'll be right there. And Dr. Call, what was his name? Dr. Stone, who was probably Stone.
He was
He was the gyno. Wasn't he a gynecologist?
Donna Reed's gynecologist.
Yes. What? No, her husband. No, girl,
He wasn't
her
a
husband.
gynecologist, was he?
What was he doing?
That was kind
He
of-
was
I
always
don't
talking about
remember.
somebody's thigh. I'm sure of it. I'm sure I remember the same TV show. Wasn't that right? And what was Cleaver's mother doing?
Oh, I don't know, but that was some... She was ironing her dress. That's what she was doing.
What else was there for?
So, but I think that whole concept of family values was such a myth and such this thing that we all sort of reached out for, like, well, if it's not like this, you know, something must be really wrong. And they're right, something was really wrong.
Yes,
Because there was a lot of stuff going on underneath that.
And magazines,
that
too. I mean, the Brecht girl. Remember her?
Oh, man, she caused me in much
Honey,
misery
tell me
and
about
pain.
it.
My blow dryer never...
Yes.
I ironed my
Your
hair.
blow dry. You know what I was messing with. And I knew I was never going to have that wavy blonde stuff.
Yeah.
We'll be right back. Honey.